In my last video, ChatGPT Pro model beat high on both difficult tests, but only by half a point. So I looked up what my €103 subscription actually adds over Plus, and discovered something slightly awkward. So deep research, codecs, ChatGPT, work, projects, and image creation are already available in Plus. The real upgrade comes down to 4 things: better, bigger, more, and earlier. Only some of those are worth paying for. By the end, you'll know whether Pro removes a real limitation for you or whether you should keep your money. Welcome to Learn Data Easy. This is the series where we break down AI concepts without jargon and without stress. I'm Charlene, and I work in data and AI. So first, let's talk about the price. So in the United States, Plus costs $20 a month, and Pro starts at $100 a month, with a second $200 tier for much heavier usage. I'm in Europe, where pricing is localized, and I paid €103 for the Pro subscription. Both Pro tiers have the same core capabilities. The main difference is how much you can use them. So let's start with better. So Plus already includes medium and high reasoning, but Pro adds extra high and the Pro model. In my previous data analysis test, High scored 18.5 out of 20, whereas Pro scored 19. Pro made the clearest distinction between where revenue was lost and why it was lost. It also noticed that the result of the revenue bridge depended on the order in which the variables were changed. In the implementation plan test, High scored 18, whereas Pro scored 18.5. Again, Pro was better, but it was not a dramatic jump. It gave me the final few percent, that stronger caveat, a clearer distinction, or one more useful implementation decision. That could matter when the answer affects an expensive business decision. It matters much less when you are drafting an email or summarizing a short document. The second difference is bigger. ChatGPT has something called a context window. Think of it as the model's working desk. The bigger the desk, the more information it can keep in view while producing one answer. In reasoning mode, Plus has a 256,000 token context window. Pro has 400,000. In rough page terms, that is approximately 320 pages of input on Plus compared with 600 on Pro. And those page numbers are estimates. They're not guaranteed document limitations. The real amount depends on your document, your instructions, the tools being used, and how much space the answer needs. But imagine a 420-page project pack containing a business case, customer research, technical requirements, a budget, and meaning notes. That may be too much for Plus to consider comfortably in one reasoning task. You might need to divide the work, use retrieval, or summarize parts separately. Now, Pro gives the model much more room to connect information across the full pack. And that is useful for contracts, large research projects, long code bases, and document-heavy professional work. For a 10-page report, it probably changes nothing. The third difference is more, and this may be the most important one. So deep research is not exclusive to Pro, and Codex is not exclusive to Pro. ChatGPT work is not exclusive to Pro. Plus already includes them. Pro gives you much more capacity to use them, and that distinction is crucial. If you run deep research occasionally, use Codex for a few focused coding sessions, and never see a limit warning, upgrading gives you more of something you were not running out of. But when ChatGPT is open throughout your working day and research, coding, files, and long-running tasks are competing for your allowance, Pro removes more of that friction. And that is why the $100 Pro tier is described as having 5 times the Plus allowance. The $200 tier gives you 20 times. But even Pro is not limited in every possible mode. Some models have their own separate limits. So before upgrading, ask yourself a very simple question. Have I actually hit a limit? When the answer is no, stay on Plus. Now the final difference is earlier. So Pro users sometimes receive new models and experimental products days or weeks before Plus users. Deep Research became available to Pro users in the European Economic Area on February 5th, 2025. But then all Plus users received it on February 25th. Codex launched for Pro on May 16th of this year and reached Plus on June 3rd. That was an 18-day head start. As someone creating videos about AI, that can be useful. A week or two may be enough time to test the feature and publish before the topic becomes crowded. But for an ordinary user, early access is a weak reason to spend 103 euros. You cannot predict what will launch next, whether it will be relevant to you, or whether your country will even be included immediately. So, should you upgrade? There are 3 questions I would ask. First, are you already hitting limits? And that could be deep research, codex, long-running tasks, or repeated high reasoning work. Second, do you regularly work with large inputs? So not one short PDF, I mean hundreds of pages, large code bases, or complicated product or project documentation that needs to be considered together. And third, does the final few % of reasoning quality have real financial value? Could it prevent an expensive mistake? Could it reduce professional risk? Could it save several hours of paid work? When your answer is no to all 3, stay on Plus. Plus already includes medium and high reasoning, deep research, codex, file analysis, projects, image generation, and most of the tools regular professionals need. When you answer yes repeatedly, then Pro becomes much easier to justify. For researchers, that might mean frequent deep research and large source packs. And for developers, it might mean long codex sessions across several projects. For consultants or analysts, it might mean complex decisions where one missed assumption could be costly. And for AI creators, early access may have commercial value. But for most regular professionals, Plus remains the smarter buy. The upgrade case is strongest when Pro removes a limitation you already experience. Not when you simply hope that a more expensive plan will make every answer dramatically better. So what did my 103 euros actually buy? Better top-end reasoning, more working space, more usage, and sometimes earlier access. For the average professional, I still think that Plus is the smarter buy. I am keeping Pro for the rest of this month because I use ChatGPT for research, technical work, and producing this channel. But I have not decided whether I will renew it. For the next 30 days, I'm tracking every task, where Pro genuinely saves me time, every limit I would have hit on Plus, and the real cost per useful Pro task. I'm also creating a 420-page document test to see whether that larger context window produces a genuinely better result. And then I'll decide whether I'm paying another 103 euros next month or canceling it. So subscribe if you would like to see the verdict before spending the money yourself. See you next time.